Jai Sri Ram, friends. One more Khalistani terrorist killed today in Winnipeg, Canada. That's what we are going to discuss about. This is the news of the day, and this is as per as the Canada and India fight escalates. India hits back Justin Trudeau, the Canadian PM, so hard. Okay, what happened? He is yet to figure it out. Okay, we will let us discuss no law and order in Canada. Okay, how the crime rate is increasing, gang rivalry is increasing, crime, robbery, break-ins, everything is increasing in Canada. We are going to discuss about it. And to escape from, our question is simple to the Canadians here. Okay, the election is coming. My question to Canadian is very simple. To escape from the responsibility of the inflation and from the robbery, crime rate increase, he absolutely, this is what it is, how he dragged the Canadians and Canada in the international forum. Okay, and is that what Canadians voted him for? Okay, are the Canadians still with him? He is already in a very sinking approval rating is approved. As of now, today, if the election happens, he cannot even win a squat. So, to have that, let's discuss about it. One more Khalistani terrorist killed in Canada today. Big hit back from India. Let's go in detail. But before going, friends, further, please make sure to like the video, comment on the video, share the video as much as you can, because we bring in the insider information like nobody else. Okay, and also, friends, please make sure to subscribe the channel if you didn't already. Subscribe Bharat Marg and support us, because we stand for our Desh and Dharma. Okay, and we need your support. And also, if you are not getting yet, we send out one dharmic message every day using WhatsApp. And if you want, you can subscribe now by sending a message to +1 647 964 4790. We send out in multiple language. Our Sanatani message goes in multiple language, and we expose the enemies are Sanatan, enemies of Sanatan, with no fear or no favor, folks. That's why you have to register and subscribe the channel. But let me go ahead. Dr. Prakash ji is saying you too have to be a great fighter for Hindu cause and for Bharat as such. Thank you, Dr. Prakash, for your kind words. But let me go ahead here, folks. One more Khalistani terrorist in Canada today, gone. One more wicket down. But, now this time, the Canadian PM, who is incapable of controlling the gang rivalry, who is incapable of controlling the criminals in Canada, and who has made Canada into a tent of criminals. Okay, he cannot blame India. He cannot blame Bharat and try to escape. Okay, people are not going to forgive him, folks. He has made Canada into absolutely a shit hole, like any third world country like Pakistan or anywhere else you go. And guess what, friends? But this one, the gangster Lawrence Bijonoy, okay, claims responsibility for the Khalistani terrorist Sukh, as he goes by, Sukhdev Singh killing. Okay, his killing. He takes responsibility. He put out a Facebook post saying his gang, okay, he is in jail in India, and for his crime. Okay, nobody is glorifying him. We made a video on why India needs him, kind of thing. But you know what? The Khalistanis are feared of him. They are very scared of Lawrence Bijonoy. And guess what? His gang claims responsibility for the killing of Sukh, the Khalistani terrorist, who most wanted terrorist, and who is here is, let me show the picture for you. Okay, he has been wanted in more than 20 plus criminal cases, and of course, like always, he was given a shelter in Canada, and he was glorified and he was roaming in freely. Okay, and he got out today, and gangster Lawrence Bijnoy claims responsibility. Friends, I want to ask fellow Canadians, is this what you want? Okay, here is a Canadian PM who, see, basically, when I was talking to some of the internal sources in India, high-ranking sources, what they say is there is the sniff dogs were roaming around Justin Trudeau's plane, okay, for drugs, and no confirmed information though, but there is a big thing that happened, and he was allotted a presidential suite in the hotel, which he didn't take because he didn't want anybody to know what is happening, why the government he changed the room. He looked very, very nervous. He didn't attend the G20 finale dinner. He didn't attend, and he was looking very tense. And after that, for whatever reason, he stayed in Bharat for 2 days, unrequested stay. Okay, it is like a guest comes to your home and says, "I want to overstay," and that's what happened there. But let me go ahead with this. This is the person we are talking about, the Khalistani terrorist, most wanted terrorist who came to Canada. Like always, friends, okay, think about it. Justin Trudeau's immigration system. Let's talk about it. Okay, now 700 students were claimed to be sent back. 700 students from Bharat they are sending back because their visa processing didn't happen right. I want to know, is that the fault of the student, or it is the fault of the government and its immigration system? What do you think, folks? Please comment. I will love to learn from you. Okay, and he you know what, he took a wrong punch against Modi, and guess what, folks, I'm just saying now he is very much in trouble. Nobody wants to be siding with him, and he is an isolated man with the lowest approval rating for any PM. And India says we have given the intelligence report of the terrorist to his dad when he was a prime minister. See, you had to understand. Okay, we call in the name of democracy and Justin Trudeau kind of people. He's a failed drama teacher. How did he become the Prime Minister of India? Prime Minister of Canada. Thank God, not for India. Okay, Prime Minister of Canada. How did he become? Because his father was a Prime Minister, and his father, Trudeau Senior, was given the terrorist list, and he acted none. Just like his son Trudeau, he didn't act on the terrorist list given and the intelligence information given by the Bharat at that time. And guess what? That led to the Kanishka airline bombing by the Khalistani terrorists, and more than 300 people, including many women, children, innocent children, were killed, folks. And this is an incapable government. Okay, do you agree with me? Do comment, folks. But I want to say you what actions India is taking. Okay, you have to know what is happening. See here, the terrorists have been targeting the Hindu phobia is on the rise with Justin Trudeau. Many of the Hindu temples were vandalized. Many of the Hindu temples, targeted Hindu temple, not the church, not the mosque, not Gurudwara, only only the temples, folks. Only the temples were targeted. Many were looted, and many Hindu businesses were targeted, and no criminal was brought to justice, folks. Okay, we have done a lot of video on it. You can go and see it. And but you know what? I'm going to prove one thing. It is not the Khalistani love of Justin Trudeau. Okay, he will do anything for appeasement for the votes. Number one. Number two, I am going to prove you he always took the side of the terrorist, not the hardworking good people. I'm going to show you. If you don't agree with me, challenge me on it, because I am going to give you the proof. And I'm also going to hopefully play some of the words of wisdoms of the Tariq Fatah, who is no more now, but what he said when he took the stand with, when he stood with the terrorists at the time. Okay, you have to watch that video. Okay, but now these terrorists are saying Hindus to get back to India. They say, you better go to India, you cannot live here. Is that what Canada is all about? But let me go ahead. What India has done, what did the Justin Trudeau, just bite something which he cannot chew, okay, by taking by hitting hard on over the white for himself by punching on Bharat. Okay, is my question. See here, Khalistani terrorist Sukhdev Singh killed in Canada in inter-gang rivalry. Lawrence Bijnoy claims responsibility. Khalistani terrorist Sukhdev Singh, also known as Sukh Dunke, who was wanted in India, has been killed in Canada in interstate rivalry. The NIA released 2 lists of 54 individuals with their photographs who are wanted in the investigation of 2 cases. Okay, let me make it big for you so you can see it, okay, much clearly. So I'm just going through the news so you know this is not something which we are cooking. Okay, Khalistani terrorist was killed. See here, Punjab police conducted raids at his home and other places across Moga, Ferozpur, Tarantan, Amritsar, rural NAB to close aids of gangster Goldie Brar, who is the accused of killing the singer Sidhu Moosewala. And guess what, folks? He is living and roaming freely in Canada, okay, because of the policies of Justin Trudeau. Okay, Lawrence Bijnoy gang is alleged Facebook post that claimed responsibility for the murder. According to the alleged post, which has been circulated on social media, they said Dunke played a critical role in killing Gulal Brar, okay, and others. And the gang rivalry took place in Winnipeg. Folks, it's unbelievable. This is kind of how it is becoming. Canada, this man, Justin Trudeau, is dragging Canada just like other third world countries. Okay, I don't want to say the name again and again, but you know what I am talking about. Okay, in fact, we have done a video on it yesterday. But let me say you what India has done. Okay, you have to know what kind of response India is giving. Okay, see here. Now, after this row gets escalated, okay, and India has cancelled, friends, India has cancelled, okay, visa processing, suspended rather, the visa processing in Canada. Because you have to understand, folks, here the reason given is a very valid one, in my opinion, because in Canada, the consulate general and other staffs in Indian consulate were threatened to get killed, and the posters were put and rallies were done in Canada under the stewardship of Justin Trudeau, and this man did nothing but watching. Can you believe that? If it happens like this, for a Canadian diplomat, okay, with a mark on his chest or mark on his forehead, okay, to kill him and promoted in Delhi, okay, what Canadians will feel? I want to ask the Canadians, do you think it is the right thing to target Indian diplomat? Okay, any criminal can target anybody. That's not what we are talking about. And the Prime Minister of Canada was quiet. Okay, is he capable to continue as a Prime Minister of India, Prime Minister of Canada? You know why I'm asking this? See, the name of Canada is getting ruined. Yeah, Canada is known like any other country which hosted Osama bin Laden. Like that, Canada is becoming the tent for terrorists. Okay, that's what it is. And this man let it go just like that. Can you believe, folks? This will never happen in any civilized country where the diplomats of the consulate are killed and rally is done to kill them. Posters are put, published in newspapers, in wall posts, in posters everywhere, social media, and they were given support by the government. Can you believe that? Do you think Justin Trudeau deserves to be a PM? Is my question. You have to answer that. And guess what? Now, so because of the security reasons, because this kind of atmosphere being in Canada, it is not safe for the consulate staffs to deal with the public. So India suspends visa for Canadians. So they cannot go back to Canada, or they cannot go to Canada. So they can be here till the issue resolves, and they think with the election the issue will resolve. Okay, that's what they believe, because the Canadian government may change, and that can open up to a non-terrorist supporting group. Okay, but let me say you something. I want to show you. Okay, see here. Do you remember this guy? Okay, I want to see here, folks. See here. This is, I am talking about Justin Trudeau. Did you forget about this man? Okay, Ottawa paid $10.5 million to $10.5 million to Omar Khadr. Okay, the government sources say, and guess what? And Justin Trudeau did that. Okay, Justin Trudeau did that, folks, to pay for terrorists. So it is no. See here, the better it is for me to show what Tariq Fateh said in his own words. Okay, please listen, folks.
Leslie wrote, we have to make an ocean out of their blood. Into the mud.
More than what needs to be done is the fact that this story has remained hidden from Canadian eyes for 1 year. You think it's justified that the Canadian authorities knew that there was a Canadian involved in a plot to kill Americans in New York in 2016, and we are being informed of that in 2017 in October?
So what do you see in this? Like, is there kind of a cover-up?
No. They are incapable of cover-ups. They are just cowards. They're too scared to do anything that disturbs Saturday Night Live or the Maple Leafs or the Blue Jays game, or how to look pretty on Pride Day, or how to claim that you are a boxer or a jiu-jitsu fan. We have become flaky in politics. Look around you. Do you find anyone like Jean Chrétien or Ed Broadbent, or I could go even Preston Manning, even though I never would have voted for him. We operated by people with very shallow needs. Both the prime ministers never had a job, and now, what can I say? So they hid a news from all Canadians, and imagine no Canadian as yet has protested that we had a terrorist amongst us, and you hid the news for a year. Any self-respecting individual would say, why?
Okay, you heard this, folks. Friends, you heard this. You know what? So I just want to say you again that is Canada becoming tent for terrorists and gang wars, gang rivalry wars, and spoiling the nation's relationship. Is Canada playing spoil sports in spoiling the relationship with one of the top economical country, Bharat, just to satisfy one man's ego? Okay, and that's a question, folks. What do you think? One more Khalistani terrorist killed in Canada. Do you think Indian government did it? Or do you think the gangster has put down by himself, saying that he only takes responsible for this killing? And I just want to say you, it is no different than how Nijar was killed, the same fashion, same style. So, Parmar was killed, Okay, and so does it mean that other country is coming here and doing it, and you don't have ability to investigate for this a long time, and you will come to parliament and say, oh, allegations, I'm getting allegations, and spoil the relationship of the people living in Canada? Okay, think about it. These guys open hate speech against Hindus, folks. Today Canada become like Nazi Germany, where Hindus are openly targeted. The criminal elements are targeting and saying, okay, Indo Hindus to get out of Canada. Can you believe this, folks? Okay, it's a hate speech. It's like Nazi Germany it has become. And the leader of Canada is looking and doing nothing. Okay, I just want to ask you some question. Today, Hindu children, okay, Hindus are afraid to send their children to the school, because you have to understand, during the farmer protest. Okay, another one important news I want to show you. Okay, see here, this is very important. You have to know this. Let me show this to you. Okay, because you have to know interference on our internal affairs. Okay, see here, India has already fired one of the Canadian diplomat, and now India wants reduction in Canadian diplomats in India. The government today said it had asked Canada to downsize its diplomatic presence in India, and cited the interference of Canadian diplomats in Indian affairs. Okay, you may ask, who will do that? How they will do it? You may ask. Okay, think about it. In farmers' protest, when it was happening in India, all the Canadian politicians spoke about India. What right they have? Okay, and here is a man who always chop says, no, freedom of speech, freedom of speech. I want to ask Justin Trudeau and his buddy, okay, Jagmeet Singh, okay, Khalistani, who cannot enter into India, whose passport is banned. Okay, and I want to ask these guys, how in the world, on the name of freedom of speech, you crack down? Okay, you crack down like a third world country against the freedom rally. Okay, freedom truckers, and you seized their money. Okay, think about it, folks. This all happened in Canada. And these guys going around and giving lecture about the free speech. What do you think, folks? Okay, so the Indian government said, guys, you know what, Canada, please call your guys back from here. Okay, ASAP, and we want the numbers to be reduced to have a bare minimum people in your consulate if you want to have them. Okay, nobody is begging anybody if you don't want to take them back. And guess what, folks? That's a word of today. So do you think Justin Trudeau really bite something that he cannot chew? Okay, and what do you think about Canada becoming the ground for gang rivalry and killing? Okay, what do you think about crime rate increase in Canada to a big level? Okay, and what do you think about people struggling with inflation? They cannot pay the mortgage. Okay, and guess what? Homelessness is all-time high. People are on the road, but this guy want to do business to appease terrorists and spoil the relationship with a growing country, which in turn can provide a lot of employment to the country for the good relationship with India. If you see, but either it is America, I just also want to let you know, all the four big countries, quad countries, including America, okay, are going to be in the Republican Day ceremony in Bharat on Jan 26th, okay, where Bharat will display its might, army might, okay, and they will be there. But I just want to say Canadian Prime Minister is not going to be invited anywhere. Okay, I think he brought a bad name for Canada, and hopefully a good time prevail and good leadership comes to take over. And this is my prayer. What do you think? Let us know. Till then, we will say goodbye to you. Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Sri Krishna. And also do know we send out one dharmic message, and also we have Real Sikh History, the Untold documentary that comes out. If you are interested, you can just message us, and I will give you the WhatsApp number one more time. You can contact in WhatsApp and get our one dharmic message by by WhatsApp as a message. Okay, you can talk to you soon. Thank you. Jai Sri Ram. Hare